So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
It looked like they tried to get the ball to the edge, Kirk, but that play was just shut down before it could get going.
Yeah, that design is a sweep to get way out to the outside, but the defense flashes their speed there. Great instincts and speed to be able to bring that down.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. It's a low punt. Won't travel very far. This will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback still with the football. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Well, that's the risk you take as a coach running this style of offense. And really, as a quarterback, you know that there's a chance you're going to get hit like that. And boy, did he get annihilated by this defense. I'm just happy that he got up and ready to play that next play.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
That's the end of the first quarter. Missouri.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback drops back. Snags the quick throw. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Finally, the defense is able to come up with a play on this drive. Let's face it, this offense has been able to put things together. Quarterback's had a nice drive, but finally, great job of getting the pressure and getting after that quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Field goal try, no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Gaudet. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And the wideout goes in motion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff to the single back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of his defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. That sack makes it second down and forever. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Timeout, Alabama.
Okay, it's third down after that run. And he'll set up to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Bama. How about that, Kirk? A defensive touchdown to tie this football game.
Well, you only get a handful of those in an entire season. To be able to come up with that in this game to tie the game is just big time by this defense, and it gets them right back where they need to be.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Let's it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Missouri. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown? That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Empty backfield now. They go for two. That's a design quarterback keeper. When he runs it into the end zone, that'll push the lead up to 8 points. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 38. That's a good kick return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to pass. It's Gaudet. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this court.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact, but doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Alabama.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to pull it down and run. It's a fumble. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Lets it go quickly. And he's got it. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are anymore with Alabama. You just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Important second down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Gaudet. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Musinho able to make the stop after a short gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kicker on the sidelines. They'll go for 2 points here, trying to tie the score. Here's the option play. And he's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails, and they're still trailing. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
15, Alabama, 13.
Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. And the back gets the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. And they pick up the first down. Tackle at the 25. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that previous play. Pressure is coming. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side, and the ball is picked off. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
A handoff to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Can he take it all the way?
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on 1st down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
It's now 3rd and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Missouri 15, Alabama 13.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Send the back in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backfield.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Lucky for the junior quarterback that didn't get picked off.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Pretty good coverage here by this defender, but the quarterback puts this ball right on the money. Nothing he could do at all about that one.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Press coverage now from the secondary. Back to pass. It's Gaudet. He's moving out of the pocket now. Keeper for the 1st down, aiming for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside his 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, tie. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the PAT, so the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Alabama.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
He'll take a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, looking for the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Now Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Makes a quick catch. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Alabama 27, Missouri 15.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So here we go. Off the huge gain, they set up now suddenly in the red zone for 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
And a great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the 2-point try.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.